Episode. Well, you guys heard it anyway. Well, let's fuck this episode in the ass, guys.
Woo!
Let's fucking do it.
And now it's time for something seriously unimportant with your hosts, Anthony, Harley, Jimmy, and Carter.
What up, everyone?
What's going on, man?
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning at fucking 9 o'clock at night.
It's morning somewhere, all right?
Happy January 27th. Today's been a
been a
crazy
fucking
day.
day
For us, man. But first and foremost, happy birthday to my youngest or oldest younger brother, Jacob. He just
The
turned
middle child.
20 today. Fucking crazy to think about.
2 decades.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep,
He's in his
exactly.
20s, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
No more teenagers. It's wild, man.
Oh, you still got Vince.
Yeah, well, Vince is still a teenager.
I
guess.
thought that was a cool birthday, 20.
Yeah, no. It's,
I
that was
don't
the
remember
first-
my 20.
Yeah. That was my
20
first.
was a blur. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
first year where I was like, holy shit, like I'm 10 years old 2 times. Like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting older. You know. Like
I don't think I thought of it like that.
I don't think anybody's thought of it like
I'm
that.
10 twice.
Right.
Too.
I'm like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
There's the way of thinking of things, then there's the ant way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of thinking of
exactly.
things.
My
We
way's the
know
right
that,
way.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember earlier today, my mom, she said she was going to comment on the
Oh, I love
on the
your
live
mom's
thing, but she
comments.
didn't say. I can't remember the name now, but she said you look like this little girl who like killed her mom.
Probably.
It was
Oh.
like Rose something.
Who? Ant?
Yeah.
It was something Rose. Yeah,
Damn.
I gotta figure out the name, but oh my god, dude, I was fucking losing
Well,
it.
hold on. I think our guest on the
I'll
couch,
take it.
Miss Lori, might know the name.
So welcome
See?
our guest, Lori Picariello. How you doing, homie?
Hi. Hello. How's everyone doing? Sorry. But, yeah, the chick that you're talking about, I think your mom is speaking about Gypsy Blanchard.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
Who the fuck's that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look her up now.
She
She
looks
like
like
she
Ant.
was like psychopathic, killed her fucking mom.
No, can
It
I
was
say
something like
she's
that.
not? And I will.
Can you say she's not?
No.
No, you can't.
I'm defending her because she went through.
Oh no,
a
she had
lot.
her mom had Munchausen's, right?
Munchausen
She was
syndrome
making her
by
kids
proxy,
sick?
By proxy.
By
because
proxy, yeah.
Munchausen syndrome is when you make yourself sick or come up with fake things about
Right.
yourself. And she had her daughter taking cancer medication,
Yeah. It's,
Oh
She
my
had
Yeah,
her
she was like
own
poisoning her.
but she had a feeding tube. So while Gypsy would be sleeping, her mom would be medicating her. And she was getting all this treatment for stuff she didn't even have, like muscular dystrophy she never
oh my
had.
God.
She knew she couldn't. She knew that she could walk, but she played the part because she was afraid of her mom. So I don't agree. I mean, not saying that what she did was right, but she seen no other way out.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry, Laura. If you were my mom and you were poisoning me, I'd fucking kill you too.
Right?
No, but
Yeah,
I
that's
get what you're saying.
Ant's major
though.
thing recently is there's always 2 sides of the
Yeah,
story
exactly.
and
Yeah.
everything.
There is.
Psychopaths aren't born; they're made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For
So,
sure.
That way.
Yeah.
So real quick, I'm sorry for your loss, Ant and Harley. I heard you
Yeah,
lost one of
man.
your pets today.
Lost
Yeah.
one of my best friends for sure. Fat Pat just came out of nowhere, suddenly
Wait,
seized
what?
up. Yeah, my cat passed away suddenly today.
Oh, dude, I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
I'm so sorry to hear
That's
that.
all right, thank you. He was an older cat. He was with us for a couple years. Just seized up and couldn't make it. We tried everything we could. We tried resuscitating him. It was just it was his time. So,
Yeah.
you know, you can't do anything about that.
It
shit.
always sucks when your pet dies.
Yeah, it
man.
really
it's a
does.
horrible thing.
I like pets more than I like people, so it's definitely
I hear that.
it was a rough day.
All I know is I'm gonna come to hate this week of January for years to come.
Right?
With
I know.
so many anniversaries.
Of course,
of
it's
death.
Jacob's birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
that's
My
the
mom felt
worst.
like shit because we were getting ready to go out for dinner and like it's just it all fucking crashed down at once, man. It was
Carter.
rough. But fuck all that sadness. The only thing we can do about it is move on and be happy and celebrate how dope of a cat he was.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's start smoking some weed and start telling some crazy stories.
Well, not to change the subject, we'll stay on the topic of cats. I grew up my whole life. I always had cats and dogs in the house, but I was always more of like a dog person until I moved in with my grandma and I had no dogs.
Yeah.
And just cats. I got real close with her one cat, Jasmine, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, how the hell was
Yep.
I never a cat? Like, not that I wasn't a cat person, but I could do without the cats.
I hated
Yeah.
cats.
Now I'm like, I love them.
Yeah, no, I hated cats. I used to work in the cat department at a shelter, and it was just like I couldn't stand cats. And then I finally adopted my 3 boys, and it's just been
Yeah,
like
they're
I connected
chill.
with cats differently. And there's definitely different cats that I connect with in different ways. Especially my one step cat Ernie. Fucking when I was tripping on mushrooms, he like
It's our
yeah,
friend's cat.
It's our friend's cat. But I was tripping on mushrooms, and that motherfucker was like my fucking spiritual guide the whole fucking time.
What color cat was it?
He's black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah,
Now I don't know if you know about the orange tabby cats.
I don't.
The like
Males
so
are
the
worth a
orange-
lot.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
orange cats, and it's crazy. My son actually, Larry, who's 11, for anybody that doesn't know, he comes to me and my grandmom, and he's like, "Do you know that all orange cats are mainly males?"
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's true. And
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
started thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, any orange cat that I did have through my life
Yep.
has always been a male, except for when I was real little. That was the only female cat.
Yeah,
that
it
was
does
orange that I
happen.
ever
That's
know.
just like
does
most,
happen.
if not all, calicos are female.
Yeah, the black,
Right, I
white,
had a
and
calico.
The gray
orange
one.
ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Man. It's crazy how animals and genes and all that crazy shit. works.
right. And the
Yeah, that
orange,
is crazy.
the orange cats, they're just the tabbies. Like, I've had 2 living with my grandmom, and they were the most chilled, laid back,
Oh yeah.
loving. Like, because the thing with cats is they're assholes. Like, they only want attention when they want it. You know what I mean? And they want you to leave them alone any other time. But with the tabbies, I noticed, like, they're just like, whenever you want to love them, they're willing to love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
cute.
I'm telling you, they're the best.
Love it.
I just love them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I fell in love with the orange
Well,
tabbies.
While we're talking about your grandmom and her cats, can we talk about her pet squirrel she has?
What?
So
That's dope as hell.
what happened was, I moved in with my grandmom 6 years ago. I lost my kid's father, and up in Ben Salem, up there, it's, there's tons of trees around, and in the city you don't really see squirrels like that. So the squirrels up there, you're sitting out back. We would smoke outside.
Right.
The squirrels would just start coming up. We'd give them peanuts, and my uncle is the one that really got it kicked in the gear with the squirrels. He wants a pet squirrel so bad. So he would be outside every day giving the squirrel peanuts, and now the squirrel comes in the house, which it came in the house a couple times. My uncle had to
Without
deal.
you guys.
No,
like,
well,
with-
my uncle
yeah.
was home alone. I was out. And I came back, and he's like, "Oh my God, Lord, you're never going to believe this." And this squirrel, like, he was trying to get it to be more comfortable with him, So he was in the kitchen and had the back door open, ran in the house for a second, and the squirrel ran in the house looking for peanuts or
Oh my
whatever
God.
nuts
And the
that
cats,
they were giving
the
him.
cats don't even fuck
Oh,
with
no,
it,
the
right?
cats are cool with the squirrels. The
That's
cats
what
just lay there.
I was most surprised about. The
That's
cats
awesome.
don't even fuck with it.
That's crazy.
It's like, you're here.
But-
Whatever.
Yeah.
Let me say this: the cats weren't always like that. So, a few years ago, I was home with the kids. My grandma's in work, and the cat is out back chasing the squirrel around. The back door was open, so the squirrel, I guess, didn't know what else to do or how to get away from the cat, and runs in the freaking house. And running all around. It's under the couch. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So my grandma had the, those things that you could like reach up high with
Yeah.
Yeah.
and grab it. So she had one of those in the closet. I'm like, I go grab that, and I go in the other closet and grab the cat carrier for when we had to take them to the vet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, my goal is to get this squirrel into this friggin' cage.
Yeah.
I have it cornered in the pantry. It's behind a pot. And I got the the cat carrier right in front of the door, and I'm like, I'm getting this motherfucking thing in this cage
That's awesome.
one way or another. It ends up running right into the cage. I take it out back, let it go. I'll say a week, 2 weeks later, another squirrel runs in the house. Same ordeal, but this time it runs ends up running out.
Now, do you know that it's a different squirrel, or was it the same squirrel?
I don't know. It
Okay.
possibly could have been. So my grandma would hate, because the cats got used to going outside. You know, once they get a taste of the outside, that's
Yep.
it.
That's how
You're
Fat
never
Pat
keeping
was.
them in again.
Yep.
So she's like, you know, there were so many times where we had to leave and the cats were still out, and she'd be like worried. So she built this. My grandma was very crafty. Built this thing in the front window, and it's a sliding window. Like, it slides this way instead of up and down.
Yeah.
To where there was a cat door at the bottom of it, and she had the rest of it sealed. A squirrel must have ran through it, and I didn't know.
Oh my-
And it's under my bed, and there's bins underneath my bed that have the kids' toys in it. So I'm laying on my bed, and I hear the cat underneath my bed go nuts. And then I hear this thing sound that the squirrels make. And I'm like, I know there's not a squirrel underneath my bed. I'm like, that's why the cat is under there going crazy. So I pull the bin out. Sure enough, there's a friggin' squirrel. And the cat's going nuts trying to get it.
Wild.
And ends up somehow manages
to you squirrel.
it manages to get back up on the
window.
windowsill and runs out back through the cat window, like the little
Yeah,
cat
yeah.
door. I was like, I can't make this shit up. Like, this is my life.
That's
Friggin' squirrels and
But
cats.
lately, they got really comfortable with the one squirrel because I know your grandmom even got a separate bowl, like
Yeah.
a squirrel bowl.
That's
for
cool.
for like the squirrel's food.
I want to do that
Come
with
in and fucking
raccoons,
eat,
man.
man.
Oh, man.
Raccoons. What
I
the
love
fuck?
No,
it, dude.
but-
I
You're
love
so
raccoons.
crazy.
Can I say
man.
this? A lot of people think squirrels are rodents and they're disgusting and they hate them because they do. They mess up your garden and whatnot. But
They were here
that's
first.
what I said. This is their land. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
they're doing what they know.
Yep.
Right.
And
Exactly.
yeah, it's annoying that they fuck your shit up, but it is what it is. They're animals. They don't know.
Yep.
And I love them. I think they're so freaking cute. And honestly, I saved one. I had a baby squirrel that fell out of the nest, and I took it in. I had it in the cat carrier. I was taking care of it, and he eventually ended up running off. But his leg was hurt at first. He couldn't climb. He was
Yeah.
so little. I took care of him, and when I was sad that he left. I wanted to keep him, but I was happy that he was back out there living
Yeah,
a
man.
squirrel life, you
You're-
know?
You and your you're like
That's
fucking
awesome.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, right?
Listen, I get the animal loving shit from my mom.
So I just me and Lori, right? She's one of my closest friends. We've known each other a long time.
Definitely have.
I met Lori. We were neighbors on Hale Street in what is that? What do you consider it? Wisconsin?
Tacony.
Tacony. And so we met. We got into all kinds of crazy shit on that block, man.
Yes, and I just want to interrupt you real quick for anybody that's watching that's not from Tacony or lives very close to Tacony.
Yeah.
We say it weird. We say Tacony when anybody else says Tacony.
It's
I'm
not.
sorry. I don't know why we say it like that. We just do. It's Tacony
How did I say?
and
it?
us.
Did I say Tacony?
You said it the
I
right
like
way.
to say
You said it the right
tycoony.
way.
No, it's
Tacony.
Tacony. Tacony. If you're from Tac one, then you know
Yep.
it's Tacony.
Yep. Damn, I was cutting my whole face out of that cut. All right, so you guys, you
ahead,
were
Jim.
neighbors. What? So
Yeah. So Lori lived what 5 blocks down or 5 houses down from me, right?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. And you know, I was living with Amber at the time.
Okay.
And Lori and Larry, they had the house 5 doors down. I was young, and we do you have a good story to start with?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. Here we go.
Because I have to take a piss anyway.
So at this
I can't hear it.
at this time, I was just turned 20. I just had little Larry about 6 months before this, and Jimmy I met from Larry's sister. They were friends with him. Jimmy was I think 15, just turned 15 at the time, and I was 20.
Okay.
So Jimmy is not a young 15 at this time, let me say. So it doesn't seem weird that I was like hanging out with him and
no, not at
Amber,
all.
you
Yeah,
know.
I get what you're saying.
So Larry would be at work, who was my kid's father, and I would be home alone. So he would come down, and me and him just became really close friends, and I became very close friends with Amber. But Jimmy was crazy, and he still is. But Jimmy had needed Ritalin or Adderall or something at that point in time in his life. He was very much needing that.
Give this motherfucker a blunt. Jesus Christ.
No,
Exactly.
listen, let me tell you what. Jimmy should have been a fucking detective because he really would act, and he knew all the codes because his grandpa's cop.
Right.
That's
so
cool, man.
he'd be
I didn't know that.
No, it's not, because my
Oh.
neighbors already hated me as it is, even before my
Okay.
mom passed away.
Yeah,
So,
so us,
throw in-
us fucking Kenzos move onto the block, and we made it a lot better, I think.
Yeah, well,
Right.
all right. Let me say this: I lived in a very, very small row home, 2-bedroom, and I had 12 people living with me,
Wow.
Shit.
and 5 animals, and all the neighbors that would be in and out of my house all day. So when all this shit died down and I got my house back, it was a temporary thing. You
Right.
know, family needed help, and Jimmy was still coming down. And the one time he's walking down the street and he's acting like he's, the feds or whatever. I don't private eye detective or whatever.
Oh my
So
god.
he's like, yeah, we got a 10-4, 45, 13
Oh
House
my
Street.
God.
Da-da-da-da. So I'm like,
You are a
comes
nerd.
In, comes in
Yeah,
with
I still am.
it's
Nerds are
comes
awesome.
in with a briefcase
What?
and
Alright.
then
I don't know about awesome anymore.
throws it on the table. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I got this. And then he's like, oh shit, they're coming. And then runs to the door and throws, still holding the briefcase, but
What
throws it out the door.
All the
and
neighbors are probably
I-
sitting
oh,
on
yeah.
at their houses and their chairs.
I
and
see
shit.
all this white shit blowing down the street, and I'm like, what was that? And he's like, oh, it was sugar, relax.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, okay, but do the neighbors know that it was sugar? Probably not. And these neighbors already hate me, so they're
Oh
like,
my
yeah, that was
God.
Coke 100% for
Yeah.
sure.
You're a fucking crazy.
Dude.
So
little
what,
kid,
what,
man.
was, what was the end game here?
I was just trying to fuck with them.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy.
That's all I
Jimmy
was
Oh.
doing.
That's
tell him
awesome.
about,
Let
oh,
me throw a fucking briefcase filled with sugar out the door.
That's great.
yeah.
So all the
Because-
neighbors were thinking
No,
something
it went
crazy
a-
was going on
But
there.
you got to understand that he was all in his detective state at that. Like, he was a private eye detective doing a drug bust. I don't know.
It's Jimmy Drew.
That's great.
My house was the chosen one for some reason.
It's fucking
Dude,
Jimmy
no,
Drew over
I-
here.
I came over there and I fucked with them all the time. And like she said, the neighbors had already hated us, and a bunch of crazy shit happened. Real life crazy shit
No, yeah,
would be
real life
happening
crazy
all
shit.
the time. The
Yeah.
neighbors, dude, it was like literally our friends. We had 3 houses on that block. Everybody else fucking hated us, bro. Hated us. Can we talk about when the fun time the cops were at your house?
Yeah. It's public record. It's not.
So,
You
yeah.
can look it up. So, I mean,
You guys will
is what it
hate
is.
this story. So
all right. Yeah. So
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take it from here.
watch out with saying names.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say names.
Fuck them.
At
yeah,
the
don't
time,
be like Jimmy.
Yeah.
yeah.
don't.
No, I wouldn't do that. At the time, there was a family situation. So I had some family that had moved into my house, and with one of the family members, there was a restraining order taken out on that person, and their wife said that they violated it, which they didn't. I know for a fact they didn't. They were at my house all that day. So we ended up finding out later on that the person that said the restraining order was violated was actually messing with a cop during that time, which would explain the story I'm about to tell you. So it's in the afternoon sometime. My son, who's about 6 months old, is sleeping in the crib, taking a nap, and we get a knock on the door. It's the police station, and there he came
Open
there.
up, motherfucker.
Right.
It's
No,
the
it was
po-po.
a
I was
warrant
literally
unit.
thinking that.
No, it was the 15th district for a warrant, and they said that they were there for the family member because he violated the restraining order. So he went out. They put him in handcuffs. He's in the back of the cop car. They should have left.
Now wait, let me cut you off because this is where I actually witnessed this part, and it was very strange. You know, I see the dude getting arrested, right, by the cops. Like whatever, then I see them coming back, walking back up towards the house. They all unclipped their holsters and went in the house, and yeah, that's what I saw right away. And then you guys are gonna hate the next part.
So what happened was
I know what's coming. My
sister-in-law was a teenager at the time. She went to the door. We had a pit bull that was a puppy. Let me add that in.
I don't want to hear that.
Maybe a year old.
Maybe,
you really don't.
Maybe a year old, I'll say. So, a puppy, they want to play. They see a person, they want to play. They want to jump all over you. They want to lick you. They want to do whatever.
And this fucking dog was not vicious. I know vicious. I've owned a vicious dog. Not vicious whatsoever.
Yeah, I get you.
When I tell you this dog was so far from vicious that my son, when he would be in his little bouncy seat eating his cheese curls, the worst thing the dog would do that I would have to yell at the dog for was licking my son too much.
Yeah.
Because he would stop breathing, when the dog's licking his face.
Yeah.
I'd have to be like, okay, no, that's enough. This dog was just so sweet. And so my sister-in-law didn't know. She sees cops.
Yeah.
It's the law. Let the cops in. We're not doing anything wrong. I'm upstairs in my bedroom where my son's sleeping. I hear a pop, pop, pop. So when I tell you I'm petrified of guns, I'm petrified of guns. Do not like guns. Don't want guns in my house, especially where my kid is.
Right.
So I go flying down the steps because in my mind, I'm thinking, who the hell is downstairs? They already have the person that they came here for. They should have left.
Right.
There's cops standing in my living room. My whole living room's filled with smoke. I look down and there's the dog laying right next to where my son would have been had he not been sleeping in his bouncy seat. And the dog's struggling to breathe.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, I look over and I'm like, are you firing a gun off in my house? He's like, get the fuck back upstairs now. We're searching this house for illegal weapons and drugs. And I'm like, what? But I was just so scared that I went upstairs. And I'm up there and I'm like, what is going on? So they come in. They take over my whole house. A fuse ends up.
It's not like they gave you that. They
them
forced
they
to
didn't
go
tell
up
us
in the bedroom.
anything.
Yeah.
They didn't even tell us what was going on, why they were there, nothing. Because, like I said, they already had the person and left with them. So why are you still here? I just didn't understand, and I was scared. So we were held captive upstairs for hours and hours. A fuse blows. It's in the middle of the summer. Mind you, I have a 6-month-old newborn baby upstairs. Larry goes downstairs to ask them if they could fix the fuse. They start flipping out on him, telling him to go back upstairs. My son could not just drink regular formula. He needed cereal on it. I ran out of that. I needed to go to the store. They wouldn't let us to go to the store. They wouldn't let us do anything. And then the chief of police shows up outside my house. They do a news report. In the article, nothing but lies. They have it that it's in the Port Richmond section, that the dog came lunging at them once they were trying to basically
he technically did lunge at them, but not like you could tell that the dog was just coming up.
Don't give them the benefit.
Jim,
like,
can I say?
How they worded it could have been right.
Jim, can I say this though? If you look up the article, it says that the dog came after them when they were locking the family member up. When basically they were saying once the dog seen him getting put in handcuffs.
Oh yeah, I read the article. It was a bunch of bullshit.
He went after them, but Chris,
I have no words.
Jim, I'm sorry, I just called your wrong name. He was already out in the car by the time.
Oh, I know. I witnessed that whole
when
thing.
the cops
I
shot
know.
the dog.
And like I said, I witnessed the cops walking back up the house, and before they knocked on the door, they all unclipped their holsters.
Right.
Which I thought was strange, because they already arrested the guy. What the fuck are they doing that for? And I have family members that are police officers. I have friends that are police officers, and this whole situation was a total fucking cover up for what this asshole cop did. You know, because it was only the one cop that fired, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one cop fired 3 shots. There was 3 cops. One cop kills the dog.
Jesus Christ.
And, you know, after that, dude, you know, shots fired. The whole block is filled with cops. The news is there. There was a chief there. The captain of the 15th district was there. They're doing a news article on her lawn about what happened. They didn't know shit that happened. It was just a total fucking cover up for this dude.
But can I say this?
Who's gun happy? Wanting to go into a house like it's fucking Law and Order and shoot a fucking puppy.
But whoever was taking the news report, nobody from my house was interviewed.
No.
I watched the cop walk out of my house, and he held up 2 fingers, saying that he shot twice. There was 3 shots fired,
Definitely
and only
3
2
shots.
shots went into the dog. So my kid's father goes downstairs when we're finally allowed to go, you know, and we're hysterical because they just let the dog bleed out on my floor. Waited until he passed away, and then they took him out.
Nah, dude.
And then they just blatantly lie and say they only fired twice. So Larry says, well, only 2 shots went into the dog. What if the 3rd bullet went into the floor and, God forbid, hit a gas line? And I was standing right there when this was said. The cop turned around, cocky as shit, to Larry and said, well, I think we would know if it hit a gas line now, wouldn't we?
Fucking dude, like I've never met some
That's what he
asshole
said.
cops in my life because
How the fuck do we come back from this? This is a crazy ass story,
Dude,
man. Like, holy shit,
everybody
this is
knows,
fucked up.
Everybody, I'm very, very open on my views on police and how I support the police. I'm a firm supporter of the police, but
yeah, so
I'll support fucking douchebags. though.
Exactly.
No,
And there-
I'm
there's
not.
like-
We
Some of those
need-
guys, most of them are really
we
good. Some of
can't-
them gotta fucking go.
We can't. I gotta play devil's advocate and say we can't get into this because it's too much to get into.
No,
It's
You're
we're
right.
working,
But
we're
hey-
working
I'm
on
already
that
like I'm
line,
already
Can I
heated
say
up.
this?
Like
Can
I'm
I-
so
I'm not
fucking,
supporting.
But hold
I'm
on.
all fired up now.
Excuse me. Hold on. I would like to say this. I'm the one that went through this experience, and I'll be the first to say I'm not going to take that experience and be like, oh, all cops are pieces of shit and they should all deserve to burn in hell.
Yeah.
No. Because
you
I've
can't.
met
Yeah.
people, and I personally know people that have known me since I was little that are cops, and they are the most awesome people. And I can say I want to have to do their job. I can't imagine pulling
Right.
somebody over and having to walk up to their window, never knowing what they have in their lap. They can pull out a gun and shoot you. You're risking your life no matter what you're doing, whether it's traffic stops, going to houses, whatever.
exactly, yeah.
So I'm
And
not
that-
saying
and-
all cops are bad.
No, we're not saying that. But
These cops that were in my
what-
house that day did
Yeah, they
nasty,
were
dirty.
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah.
They were
that-
horrible.
Yes.
especially like that one guy. I wouldn't mind seeing him being drugged by a car.
You
for
see,
a
Right.
Carter,
while,
the
Me
thing
neither.
is, with
Dude.
that one guy, and real quick, that one cop, right? That shot. The other 2 cops might not have been assholes, but guess what? They played right along with that
Then they're
motherfucker's
assholes.
story.
Right,
You know what I
that-
mean?
Yup.
They
Then
weren't
they're fucking-
they weren't
Whether you
pulling their
do
guns
the
out,
actions,
shooting
you're
them.
still fucking
You know what I
there.
mean? But
You
they
did
still,
nothing to
they
stop
still
it.
lied.
That
They
is-
still
you can't-
lied, and it's
Exactly.
3 cops.
I
against-
believe the police would call you an accomplice.
Exactly.
See,
Yep.
I don't see. Yeah, fuck. Terrible,
But
terrible people.
anything
you can't defend
before
that
we
in
get
any
off this
types.
because this is a touchy subject.
No, yeah, we could get off this
the-
topic.
Larry's mom, she was trying to do an interview with the news was there.
Right.
She's trying to get her side into the story and trying to talk to one of these reporters. Like, I mean, there was probably at least 2 different, because it wasn't just the one. There was 2 different news channels there.
My whole block was filled up with people.
So she's trying to talk to somebody. The cops
Stop
are
her.
forcing her off the property that she lives in so they can finish their interview.
sad.
But yeah, like, you know, and that's what sucks. When people defend assholes.
You can't.
That makes
that
everybody
is-
an asshole. So like, you know, whoever it was, his you know, captain or sergeant or whatever it was like, don't even know what happened, but automatically,
Yeah.
you know, to the press and shit like that is
course.
defending the situation.
And I think that's everybody's problem is people are so quick to judge somebody in. You see a police officer, you're like, okay, that's a good person.
Yeah.
Or you see somebody with a face tattoo, and you're like, okay, that motherfucker's a crazy badass who's gonna fucking sacrifice children. And I've met the complete opposite. You know, like
Right.
there's crazy fucking weirdos out there that dress up as cops.
Yeah.
That you know, like you shouldn't trust anybody, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're right.
Fucking.
And you
it's
should
crazy.
be able to.
You
know
should,
what I mean?
dude,
And
it breaks my heart that you can't trust
it
everybody.
just sucks.
It
you
really
know?
does.
And you know what the thing is? I think most motherfuckers are assholes.
Yeah, it sucks.
I really do. I think most motherfuckers are out about themselves.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
They're all about themselves, and that's it.
It
you know,
sucks
and
because-
that's in any profession. And yeah,
Again, though, it's not like they were born like that. I mean, I'm not saying there's not crazy Satan people that are
Yeah.
born crazy, but
They just perform like that.
yeah, something happened
Yeah.
down the line. Like,
and obviously this cop.
and again, just to be clear with everybody out there, I'm not defending this cop whatsoever. I want to fucking go to this guy's house right now and fucking cut him 15,000 times until he bleeds out slowly.
yeah,
You know what
But-
this whole conversation mirrors too.
I just don't like. I'm going. All I
the
know is
whole
I'm
level,
getting
too.
killed that day. There's no way in hell you're gonna shoot my dog or cat or fucking any type of animal and
Yeah.
me not run over to that fucking animal. There's no. You gotta blow my fucking.
the
head
thing
off,
is, the
dude.
situation was just so fucked up. And,
My
you
heart
know,
broke. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Like,
And I'm just all for, you know, like, I don't generalize anyone. You know what I mean? Including police officers.
except for guys named Jimmy.
Because I know so many, you know, good police officers. And I interact and encounter mostly good situations with
Yeah.
police officers. You know what I mean? And before we get off this one subject, I'll tell you the story. Right, another bad story.
Where you going, Laura?
That's
gotta
why I'm
pee.
trying to get on to another
All right.
story.
Let her go
Asshole.
Hurry up.
Let
She's
her
gotta
pee, for
Let her
fuck's
go
sake.
pee, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a secret?
yeah.
I've been trying to be a little professional.
No.
No.
All right, I guess not.
Being
And she left the
professional.
door open.
We would have a right.
So anyway, let me tell you guys this
Yes,
story.
let's
So
go.
it was in Jersey, right,
Okay.
on a bridge. I'm not going to give too many details out, but the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge. Anyway, so I'm on my bicycle, right, riding home from work, and I've had a couple bad experiences.
I can hear the dogs running
I know,
after
they're going
upstairs.
after. I had a couple bad experiences with cops in this particular police department with just pulling me over on my bicycle,
Yeah.
like just trying to see if it's stolen. You know what I mean? They automatically see somebody running back into Philly and they're like, oh my God, those fucking scumbags, you know, trying to get them. So the one day it's at night, right? And I am riding my bicycle back from work over the Tacony Bridge
Just me and my
to Philly, right? So I see police lights, right? And I did not think they were pulling me over. But then he gets on the loudspeaker. You on the bicycle, pull over. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Right, so I you know, and like I said, 90% of time interactions with police officers has always been good. But I did kind of like, was like, what the fuck? Kind of like fearing my life a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I get off my bicycle, right? Automatically, I have my hands up, right? I see this motherfucker getting out of his truck. He unclips his holster and has his hand on his gun, walking towards me. I'm on a bicycle. You know what I mean? I don't know where my, sawed-off shotgun could
bicycle.
be under it, and my hands are in the air. So I'm like, officer, my hands are in the air. You're making me a little nervous with your hand on your gun like that. He goes, calm down. You need to calm the fuck down right now. I'm like in my head like, oh my God. I have one of these psychopath cops right now pulling me over. What the fuck? Is he going to pull out his gun and shoot me for no reason?
Yeah.
So he starts walking over to me, and then he pats me down and shit like that, and I guess notices that the bike didn't have any kind of bombs or guns or anything on it. Then he finally
Would you
takes
leave your
this-
bombs at home that day?
Yeah, that day. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing.
So, he's like, just wait right here, right now, and he calls,
Lori, just go.
You're good.
just come on.
Just rip it.
So anyway, he calls, I guess he was a young
Yeah.
kid too. Like, I mean, the
Appreciate that.
dude looked like he was 17 years old,
Yeah.
kind of like you.
Cool.
Oh, that's weird. You got 17 instead of 12.
Yeah.
So and then it's raining too, mind you. You know what I mean? This dude still didn't just let me go home. It started to
Wow.
rain and shit like that. So his sergeant comes, and I can tell the sergeant got out and was like, "What the fuck are you doing right now?"
Yeah.
And they're like talking over there. The sergeant walks over to me and he apologizes. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Just go home."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope he fired that dickhead.
Like, Paul, what the fuck, man?
Right.
What are you doing?
I wish cops were more like Super Troopers. You ever see that movie?
No.
Oh my god, that's a fucking great
You
movie.
never
Super
seen
Troopers
Super
is-
Troopers?
Such a good fucking movie.
Jim.
No.
God damn, bro.
What are you living under a rock?
Right? Exactly.
A lot of people say
Dude,
that.
he
Are
has-
you caught up on Star Wars?
Dude, Lori, he
Shut the
hasn't.
fuck up.
I'm not answering that because if my cousin ever watches this, she'll disown me.
Right?
I love you, Ann. Shout out to Arizona.
Yeah, you
No,
know what, Ann? I'm
Lori.
going to message Ann directly.
No, you're not.
Tell her about
Don't
it.
be a rat.
Lori,
Jim.
he
Don't be
hasn't
a rat.
seen. He hasn't seen Super Troopers. He hasn't seen Ghostbusters.
Wow.
He hasn't
No,
seen
you
Bill
can't
and
have
Ted's
another-
Excellent Adventure.
You cannot have another beer.
All right, can I
Like,
just throw this
oh.
classic out there? And I don't know if any of you seen
Too
it. Did
big.
you ever see Drop Dead Fred?
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucking love that movie.
Me too.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, one of my all-time favorites.
Sorry.
So you see,
Any-
he's digging for gold.
Jimmy needs another beer. Do we need another one?
Dude, Drop Dead Fred.
See?
But
Drop Dead Fred was the shit.
Yeah,
it was.
for sure.
I think I've seen that.
What do you call
Well-
her? Like a snot-faced. What was the term you always used?
Oh, she's the mega bitch.
I fucking love the Mega
The
Bitch.
mega bitch.
You're a
It's like snot something.
Snot
Something to do with
liquor?
snot.
I thought it was
liquor?
Snot Face.
snot face.
Snot face.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
always
yeah.
calls her Snot Face.
He's like-
Lure,
She's the mega bitch.
can you do your classic bitch?
Batch.
Yes.
Dude, that, man, that was like Lori. It was from some YouTuber back when fucking YouTube, like, kind of first
When
started
YouTube
getting
was
cool.
still cool.
Yeah, she watched this one YouTuber.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch a YouTuber because YouTuber wasn't a thing
He was a
Yeah.
YouTuber.
at this
just a
time.
video.
But there was a video that was on YouTube, and it's called Shoes. And if you haven't seen it, go look it up, and it's great.
We'll add it to
I
the
love it.
description.
Yeah, it's funny. But that's where it came from. Me and my friend that I went to high school with, she would always, she's the one that got me to watch it. And we would be in cosmetology class together, and she'd be saying shit from that song, and we'd be just cracking up, laughing together. Getting
All right, do a whole line and add that.
Yes.
What, from that?
No,
Anything.
just your own line. Yeah.
I'm afraid we're out of cocaine there, Jimmy.
Okay.
Corner.
Oh yeah, we just ran out.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah,
Such
Lord.
a shame.
You threw,
No
you
more.
threw it.
Do a whole
no more
line.
lines to just do.
You emptied your suitcase, bro.
I don't
You-
know what you mean. Do a
Like
whole
with
line.
the bitch.
He
Just
means
say something
say-
with the bitch.
he wants you to be funny and then do something right on
okay.
the spot.
You're
I don't-
ruining it.
I don't know why Jimmy Mantel has to be such a batch.
There it is.
There it is.
That's great.
Jimmy Mantel's such a bitch.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, the
Carter,
giggle.
just shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I don't know who you're talking to.
You motherfucker.
Well, you said say
Motherfucker.
say a
Bitch.
line, and that's what else was I gonna
I
say?
didn't say do a line. You fucking degenerate.
Not
Carter.
to me.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
did actually. That's what made me think of it.
Did
You
I
actually
say that?
said
Yes.
do
Do a
line.
line, yeah.
Well, anyway, we
You were like, do a line. And
Yeah,
then
that's
that
why
video.
I thought you were talking about from Drop Dead Fred. You're like, do a line. I
Hit
think
'em,
we're talking
Jim,
about
hit
from
'em.
a movie.
I'm gonna get them to fight one of these days, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them to fist fight.
Bring it, motherfucker. Bring it.
Carter, you know what's funny? You replaced me with battling with Jimmy. Remember me and Jimmy's arguments?
Oh yeah.
We fought like fucking.
We need another one.
Oh, we're mentioning
No.
that. So back in the early days of
Blah, blah,
serious
blah, blah,
Seriously.
blah, blah, blah.
Sorrel.
Jesus.
Lori was one of our hosts.
Yep.
And she, has kids and all that kind of thing, and she didn't think she had time for it. Now you regret it now because we're millionaires, right?
Right.
Yeah, we got the new setup and shit.
Totally regretting my decision.
Yeah.
She got replaced. Aunt replaced you, and Harley replaced Chess.
That's crazy, man.
But anyway,
Yeah, you guys stuck with this ugly mug.
summer of 2019.
There it is.
That's what did we say? I think we talked about it with Drew one time, right, Carter? Summer of 2019. That's when we met you guys.
I don't remember, man.
It was when we were coming to the wrestling events. We were all such degenerates for that.
Oh
whole
my
summer,
god,
man.
we didn't know what the
Are
fuck
we
we were
still
doing that
not?
summer.
Are we still
No,
not?
not
degenerates?
compared to that summer. Jesus Christ, dude.
That's great.
I would every day. It was something. We're going to the falls. We're going to a penny
Summer
pack.
of 2019.
Yeah, a penny pack show. We're going to UWF. We're going wherever.
Listen, dude,
Let me
we
just
were-
say,
like, we
can
were
I just
straight up-
interrupt and say this? That summer, Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, was knocking on the door because we were drinking pretty much every day. My
my God.
grandmom was concerned.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we were getting
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 days.
We
in
would go up
easy.
to the
A
falls.
lot of people were concerned about us.
Yeah, we were getting
That's
cases,
crazy.
going up to the falls.
I miss that shit.
My
Yeah.
my
Well, yeah, yous came up.
my
It's
washer was
chill.
broken, so like I would come here on Tuesdays to do wash.
Oh,
and
that
we
was a
would just
drinking
get-
night.
That was a drinking
Oh
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was Monday. Was a lot of fall. Monday was like a Falls Day.
Well, no, and then Jimmy was trying to make Sunday, which was UWF Day, which was already a drinking day in itself.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after UWF, he wanted to go up to the falls.
We needed to refresh ourselves at the Falls. So you go to work and shit like that. I don't know how I did it. I really don't. I'd wake up. I'd go to sleep at 3 a.m. Go to work
Because you're a fucking mad man.
in the morning,
No, I did too.
and
Just
then
throw that in there.
and
Well,
then
we
time
already
for
know
the-
you're a real one.
time for the next thing. Let's go
Love
to the
you, Aunt.
Falls. And then there's Tuesday. Then it turned into Carter's laundry day.
That's crazy.
So
and
you
then
come here-
Wednesday was the concert.
Wednesday was
Wednesday
penny
was
pack.
the concert.
Yeah.
Oh my
So that
God.
was like
Oh,
show
yep.
up with a 6-pack of the most
A
fucking.
6-pack?
Well, I would sometimes
Carter,
show up with a
let's not
6-pack of
lie.
the most strongest shit I could find.
Yeah, you
There
would
you
come with a
go.
6-pack and then drink all of our shit too. Jimmy brought a whole bucket of Fireball shots.
Oh, and I
Oh,
would
man.
get
Remember
I
that?
would get those 18 packs of Rolling Rock.
Oh, 18
God.
packs
And we
of
would
Rolling
pound
Rock.
we would pound that in the Nikolai at the show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Them penny pack shows were great.
So
I just
penny
want to
pack
throw out
shows
fuck
Wednesday.
COVID because COVID fucked all that up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thursday, for the most part, was a chill day. And then Friday.
I think Thursday was a recuperating day. Yeah.
Friday was like, damn, it's the weekend.
Friday.
Then Saturday, then UWF.
yeah.
Wow.
Friday
so
and Saturday
when
had to get together.
I was
That's
talking to
awesome, though.
Jimmy last year about this. I was like, yo, last summer we were like really drinking a lot. Like, it's crazy. We were drinking almost every day. And he's like, no, we weren't. I'm like, Jim. And I had to literally sit there and break it down to him. And he was like, well, you know what? We really were. Like,
You know, I kind
really
of
drinking like
I
that.
blame myself a little bit for that because I was just coming off a job where I was used to drinking like a lot,
Yeah.
and like there were some days, even Jimmy, and I've never heard him say it in the last year, but he's like, "Nah, dude, I just gotta chill tonight." I'm like, "Nah, dude, we're fucking. You know, I don't know if I can make it to fucking to the concert or
I
to
was gonna
this or
say-
that," and I'm like, "No, dude." This is the night. This is our fucking night. We got to get out there. We got to get woo.
Yeah, and then Carter, if it was the night where I was like, oh, fuck the concert or whatever, you know, everybody else,
Oh,
for the
I
most
gave
part,
him
was still
such
coming.
shit.
That's great.
No,
Oh, my God.
you would come here.
No, I never came here.
Yeah, you
didn't
did.
show
The
up to
one
the
time
concert.
you came here.
If you told me to come here, then I came here.
No, it was the one time I said I was not showing up and you came here. And
telling
it
you
took,
guys,
took
it's
me
going to
like,
happen.
it
They're gonna
doesn't, it doesn't take me long to get convinced.
either.
no, it doesn't.
So
What did I
he-
come here and say? No, you're going.
Yeah. With this 18 pack of Rolling Rock.
Get in the car, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought
You
beer?
want some candy?
Say no more.
boy?
Jimmy's like, oh, I don't gotta buy beer tonight. Fucking right, I'm going to
But
the
I
house.
I got
seriously-
alcohol and cigarettes. Come with me, little boy.
I don't know how I did it, man. I really don't. And like, it seems so crazy to me right now. But when I when I was working there, I would get there like hungover and drunk as shit, taking Alka-Seltzer at my desk.
Sometimes you work better that way.
Oh, that
Yeah.
story. Can I
Oh,
interrupt?
go ahead. That's a
So-
19 story.
There we go.
Jimmy's like an old man with his Alka-Seltzer, you know, especially if he had a hard night of drinking the night before.
They're
So-
like magic.
I've never had one.
They're
No,
magic.
Okay.
Can I say, they may be magic for you. They weren't magic for me.
What do they do? Like they help with your stomach
So-
and shit?
They're good. Well, they're good for indigestion, heartburn, nausea from
Okay.
like
Right.
when you're hungover and
Yeah,
feeling
yeah, of
like
course.
you have the disease.
Yeah.
So if I don't know how yous are, especially if I'm hungover, my gag reflex is like on another fucking level. Okay. So
That's the YouTube clip right there.
Jimmy, I wake up. We got wrestling to go to. This is a Sunday, and I am hungover as shit.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, "Oh, you just got to drink this Alka-Seltzer," and he puts it in like a double shot glass type drink. Oh, it's not that much, this and that. So I'm like, Jim, I cannot drink that. If I drink that, I'm going to throw up. He's like, stop being such a little bitch. Just drink it. So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
I gave you fair warning.
We were in my living room. Weren't
Yeah, in the living room. So, which I just want to throw this out
we?
there.
On the
I
way.
was
we're
not.
like all on the way to UW.
No,
we're
we
like,
weren't on the way.
Yeah, we were
getting
leaving.
ready to leave. Yeah, it was
Oh my
coming.
God.
And we had like a half an hour until leaving time, and I was in no shape nor ready to walk out the door. He's like, "Stop being such a little bitch and just drink it." I'm like,
I don't think I said.
"No, yeah, you did. You were talking
I
a whole
believe
lot of
her.
shit."
Sounds exactly
Yeah,
like you.
that sounds like you,
actually.
Jim.
Oh, stop being such a little bitch.
He's like, it's not that bad. So I'm like, all right, I told you I'm going to throw up if I try to drink this. You don't want to listen. I put a little bit of it in my mouth, and I was even holding my nose. I tried very
my
much.
God.
I tried my best to swallow this. It was not happening. I started gagging. I jumped up off the couch, start running towards the door. I didn't even make it to the. I didn't even make it.
Oh
I threw
my
up all over his
God.
floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
And threw up outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking, but here's the thing of summer of 19. She threw up from a little sip of Alka-Seltzer, but then we got to UWF,
Oh.
and everybody's drinking warm Nikolai out of Amber's purse. But that didn't give you any kind of gag reflex.
Like I said, bro.
She a real one.
Like I
that
said,
went
she's
But-
a
down. That
fucking
went
real
down nice
one.
and smooth.
Can
huh?
I-
Nice and
Can I
smooth,
say
right?
this? That was not the first nor the last time that we drank hot, almost boiling Nikolai, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes
Yeah,
like
but
it
it was
boiling
hot and boiling because it was
Oh,
sitting in
no.
the sun
No,
at
yeah.
UWF.
That was
Yeah,
Mr.
those were some harsh
Yes.
ass
God.
days,
That's
man.
Mr. Wrestler's
For
favorite
real.
drink.
No,
Dead
he likes
serious, dude.
Windsor.
No, but he likes warm whiskey and warm iced tea to chase.
I
it.
know.
He's a
Yeah, I would
fucking
chase
weirdo.
my warm vodka with Mr. Wrestling's warm whiskey.
Another thing we'll talk about tomorrow is he's a weirdo, man. He drinks his alcohol warm, and that motherfucker eats his hot food cold.
Yeah.
What?
That's strange. We have
Yeah.
to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, summer 19 was a fun. Carter, do you have a fun 2019 summer? I think the best thing that came out of it was I met you two beautiful people.
Aw.
Oh, Jim.
No,
Summer
yeah.
of
That's
90s.
my favorite.
Thank you.
That's
really
why I
appreciate
said
that.
I love going to UWF. And honestly, I really would only go there for a few select people.
Yeah.
Aw,
And
thank you.
use
That means a lot.
Max fucking Adams.
Fucking right,
Yes.
man.
Max fucking Adams. My daughter
Right
was
here.
obsessed with him. She loved him. And he was running that fucking shit
Fucking right, man.
as much as some
I
people
gotta,
don't
I
want
gotta
to admit.
fucking, I gotta shout out to little Kimmy, man. She every every time she was there, she was the loudest fan, cheering my name, screaming when I was losing, pissed off when I was losing. This girl's the shit,
Dude,
man.
she had it like an anxiety attack.
Oh yeah, when he lost.
when you lost the one
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
yep.
fucking crying and shaking. I was like, God damn, this
I
girl.
know. She was.
Yeah,
I
love
kind of
that
had
little
to
girl.
tell her. I was like, it's a show.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
I
it's not.
well, you know,
She knows.
She was full on wanting to go after Mike. Poor Mike didn't even know, and I'm like explaining to her. I'm like, Kim, it's a show. You know, like set up for
Oh, she wanted to go
just for
fuck him up.
Yeah, she wanted to go
No,
kill
no.
him.
She poor Mike. She goes up to him and she's like, "You're not my favorite."
Yep.
I
And
know.
he's like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Do you know who my favorite is?" She's like, "You're like third on the list." Or she said some shit like that to him, and I'm like, and Mike comes up to me later, and
Yes.
he's like, "Yo, your daughter just came up to me," and she's like, and Mike seemed like he did, just was like, I feel like he always has something to say, and I feel
Oh,
like
of
he was
course.
tongue tied, like he really just
Yeah.
didn't know what to say or do, and I'm like, I am so sorry, she's such an asshole.
That's awesome.
She just don't know when to shut up.
That's great.
Mike's gonna be on the show, man, and yeah, I can imagine him. I'm gonna bring this up to
Yeah,
him tomorrow
bring it up.
too.
Bring it up.
Where
Because he
was
came
like,
right up to me and told me.
Me, not a favorite wrestler. Oh my god. But yeah, Ant's probably trying to kill me because I said it's a show.
Oh,
It's not
no,
a show. They put a lot of effort into
No,
it.
it's-
A lot of real shit.
No,
happening,
can I
yeah.
say this?
Everybody knows.
When
who
Jimmy
knows,
told
you
me,
know?
first started telling me about the UWF, I seen pictures posted, and growing up,
She was like, ugh.
growing up, my uncle was 7 years older than me, so he was in the whole wrestling thing, and so was my older uncle. So to me, it just was always so fake. I just
Yeah.
never got into it. I never understood the hype. Plus, this kid I went to school with would always do the suck it,
Yeah.
you know, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
made me even hate it
D-Generation
more.
X.
You did it fucking right, man.
Yeah.
We got 2 words
So-
for you,
There's
bitch.
always someone who takes it too far.
Well, and
I had a friend like that. He took wrestling way too far.
yeah, it
Who,
was
Ant?
just
Made
it
it
was
annoying.
it was just over the top.
I feel
So
attacked.
No, not you
so
guys.
I knew
I used to be, bro.
it just was like so fake to me.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not for everybody.
It wasn't. But I didn't knock anybody that liked to watch it. You know what I mean? It is
Yeah.
what it is. But when he started trying to get me to go, and I'm like, yo, I'm just like not into that shit. It's so fake. Like I seen the pictures of like the blood, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's fake blood. Yeah, okay. And then I went, and I was just like,
No, not
I
fake
was
blood. They can't
so
afford
I
fake
was
blood.
hooked.
No.
Listen, I was hooked after that. Like
Yeah.
I was hooked after my first time going and seeing it. And
They
it
were
was just
really
like,
slicing my boy Ant up.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
but you know what? He fucking was there. He took it, and he
And I'm
he
still fucking alive
dished
right
shit
now.
out too.
Goddamn right.
No, but it was exciting.
It was a great time, and
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a
a great.
thrill.
It was
It
a
really
great
is.
excuse for all of us to go and get drunk on
Yeah.
Sundays.
I
Right.
definitely miss it.
No, but I look
Yeah, it
forward to
was.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like Sunday, that was the. I already knew what I was
No,
doing.
I
My
remember
Sunday
we
was
started
already
calling it
planned.
church. Remember?
Yeah, we gotta
like
go
it
to
was.
church.
It was
We
like a
started saying we're
ritual.
going to church. We
Yo,
met
I
UWF.
swear.
No, I do. I miss everything
awesome.
about it except for the actual wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like I miss being there with
Yeah.
with the boys every Sunday, being like, yeah, you complain and you bitch about the bickering, but that's all part of being in a fucking
Yeah.
in a locker room or whatever the fuck you want to call
Right,
it.
and
you know what I'm
you're
saying?
dealing with
You-
so many different people and so many
Exactly.
different.
Yeah.
It's only normal for people to butt heads and
Exactly.
not get along.
and
Sometimes.
that's why like me and Mike, we always butted heads, but I've never considered him like an enemy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because like it was always over stupid wrestling shit or like stupid fucking shit that could just be hashed out on.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
maybe you weren't holding up to
Yeah.
your end, or he wasn't. And
Yeah.
you were making each other like, yo, you know, we got to do this better. Or
I
that
just
better.
looked at it, and we'll definitely get more into it on the next episode. But I just kind of looked more of it as like this isn't a job, and you're kind of making it feel like that, and I'm not here to do this
Yeah.
as a job.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, you were doing it for more the enjoyment and.
Nope.
The love for it.
Experience.
Yeah, exactly. The pure love and joy that doing it, and
Right.
it just kind of killed that. But
But yeah, UWF. It was a great time, man.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We would go. We'd watch you guys. It was a great time.
you guys
man.
gotta go.
Honestly, and don't kill me, guys, but I like the concert day better.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Concert
I probably
day,
would have liked
concert
the
day
concert
was more my thing.
Well, Mike
like wrestling,
came
I
to
went
every
because I'm
concert day
like
with us.
wrestling. I went. I'm like, my friends are going. Let's fucking go. Let's have a good time.
Well, fuck you, Carter.
Afterwards, there's gonna be an after party somewhere. Could
Yeah.
be crazy lit. Might not be
But
as
it
big.
always ended
doesn't
up
matter.
here at Jimmy's garage.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Jimmy's
either
garage.
here or like Drew's house.
Or should I say
or,
the seriously unimportant
Studio.
studio?
Yeah, guys. Before this was
Yeah.
the studio, this was
Just the garage.
the no holds
Party
bar
Yeah.
garage.
You weren't allowed in
This
the
was
door
the after
unless you were
hours
7
joint for when
shades
the
to
bar
wind.
closed.
But yeah, no, it was some good times, man. Even though we were drinking so much that summer, I don't know how we did it.
I'm glad we
I
calmed
st-
down.
I
No,
don't
but
know
you
how
know
we
what?
did it.
I'm
Honestly,
glad we
I could
calmed
say
down.
that summer was probably the best summer I've
I
ever had.
know.
in my
I love
life.
that summer too.
No, I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah,
It was
that was
so
a nice
great.
summer.
I swear it was like we were doing something every day, and I don't even know how the hell we were affording.
It's like, hey, you
half the
bored?
shit we were
Let's
doing.
go.
And when
Well,
I
we
tell
would take
you,
turns.
my
There was
Right,
like,
all
R.I.P.
take turns.
I would
I'll
like
tell
to
you right.
say rest in peace to my Suzuki. I miss that car very much. But that car got us all over. And when I say they got us all over, I mean us.
Yeah.
All of us would be piled, besides Carter, because Carter had his own vehicle. But I would have so many people piled in that car, and I did not take care of it.
That's
I
great.
didn't get oil changes. Didn't.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We were taking Ubers and Lyfts. Anyway,
You're a liar.
Harley.
That's
Yeah,
his silent
was
way of
when
going.
we introduced you guys to the Chamonix Falls.
Yeah,
man.
you did.
Remember,
You
you just
did.
came the one day, and they hang there more than us. They
Yeah,
go there
we
in the winter.
we continuously go there.
We
I
go
love
there
still.
for fire
I love it there.
pits. We go there for everything.
It looks completely different because after that one big ass storm, like all these trees fell down and
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
yeah, the clearing's completely different now.
Yeah, it's all wild down there now. Like, there's still like that little spot, and, like there's a fire pit and everything, but
I like the West
Still
Side
different.
story there with the canoe crew
Oh,
and the
that
dirt
was
then
bike
they
crew.
came over and we all
Man,
hung
that
out.
was so crazy.
that was one of the funnest days ever.
No, but
Oh,
that's
man.
what I mean. Like they're chilliest. Like I just feel like people. I'm just gonna throw it. I'm not knocking anybody that doesn't smoke. I'm just saying people that smoke weed, I feel like are more so much laid back and like chill and like just more like go with the flow and like
Yeah.
you know what I
You're
mean. And I
reading
feel like
my
those
mind.
people that pulled up on that canoe, they were just like. I felt like they were like some hippies or something. They were
Yeah.
just like, oh hey,
You're reading
they're like
my
my
mind,
kids
man.
climbing
And
a
then
canoe
I'm
and
sorry,
shit.
the canoe crew I'm cool with, but
Yes.
the dirt bike crew they always leave a giant mess there.
Oh yeah.
I've
There's
cleaned up
always
after them
assholes.
before.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
take trash bags
Like
down there all the time.
I've cleaned up after those motherfuckers with their
I
their
think they
natural
destroyed the
ice
fire pit.
and they fuck it up
I
down
don't
there.
know.
But
But,
yeah, if you know about the Chamonix Falls, you know about it. We're not giving
Yeah.
you directions
Nope.
there because it's a cool spot, but
Yeah, if you do go, don't be a fucking dickhead.
don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, clean
Anywhere
up.
you go, don't fucking throw your trash all over
yeah.
the place. Bring a
There's
trash
no
bag.
reason for it.
Clean your shit up.
Yep.
But Laura, can we I wanted to touch on your 30th surprise party because of the fact that we're planning on doing an event there.
Maybe.
We're planning
not.
on trying to
Maybe.
plan an event.
An event, yeah. So
With this whole COVID thing, shit's a
Yeah.
little, it's been up in the air.
So after COVID, after everybody's vaccinated and whatnot, we're trying to start up a thing there, right? So how do you enjoy that party?
That was a great fucking night too. Man.
Well, I'll say this.
Shout out to Daly's Irish Pub.
Everybody else was completely trashed at my party. I was probably the soberest person there, but I had the best time of my life that night. It was so much fun. And seeing everybody just enjoy themselves, like,
Yeah.
and be there for my birthday, like, made me feel really good to see.
Yeah.
Like,
That's awesome.
especially to see you guys there.
Yeah.
That really meant a lot.
And I remember
Because,
Lori.
like, not saying, like, at this point in time, let me just say this, like, Aunt and Harley weren't
The fuck was
hanging
that?
out with us all the time at
Yeah,
that point.
no.
And we would see them here and there or at wrestling, and that was it. So to see them there for my birthday meant a lot.
Appreciate that.
Love
shit,
you.
Yeah, of course.
did.
So I remember Lori though. She was a little because Lori, she's not really into rock music or anything like that. And the band, remember the band that was there, Platinum Groove? They were already playing.
They were awesome.
Right.
Man.
No, well, I'm not gonna say I'm not.
Weren't
they
they badass, though?
Listen,
It's not
I'm
your
not.
vibe.
I have my taste in music. I couldn't just pinpoint it to one specific thing because I listen to a variety of stuff. The only stuff that I'm not into and I cannot listen to because it will literally give me a migraine is like that real heavy metal, like
Yeah.
I give you credit that you could do that because my throat would be so sore.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
can't listen to
Well,
it.
wasn't Platinum Groove? We can all say they
Yeah,
were bad.
Platinum
Yeah.
Groove was-
Yeah,
they were
no,
chill.
They were,
So-
they
Very
were
good.
I'm gonna shout out Platinum Groove real quick because they were a cover band, right? And they had what did they have? They had
The girl that was singing was I don't know her name. I forget her name, but she was so nice and so wasn't she?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
super
she
nice.
was
But
so
they weren't
sweet.
just covering rock music; they were covering
They
all
covered
They were
kinds of
covering
shit.
a bunch of different
And
songs.
yeah.
did they have horns in their band? I forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, that's it was so cool.
No,
Shout
yeah,
out
they
to
were
you
awesome.
guys, and shout out to Daly's Irish Pub.
Yeah, man.
I want to try to have another event there after all the COVID stuff is
Yeah.
over. Hopefully, sometime very motherfucking.
Well,
soon.
we
Jim,
want to
Jim, can I say this?
we want to shoot for somewhere around what was it?
April, May, right?
No, originally we wanted to shoot for St. Patty's Day.
That didn't happen.
We have to try. We got to ask them. We got to get this
We'll
ball
see.
rolling.
You guys will
That'll
know
be
when
for
we
my
know.
birthday.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
right?
Harley's
Harley.
Lord,
St.
you know
Patty's Day,
Harley's
March
birthday is
17th.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
year,
really?
yeah.
That's cool as shit. So everybody's already drinking
Yeah,
for your birthday.
exactly.
That'll be cool as shit. Yeah, we should.
Wouldn't it be nice to have an open bar?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be for Harley's birthday,
Well, she
and
never-
then you'll have this seriously unimportant event there
she
too.
literally turned 21 and then everything closed that week.
3 days
Oh.
later,
Yeah.
everything
Listen,
closed
she
for
didn't get
COVID.
to go
yeah,
out.
no.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, but
Yeah.
don't feel bad because let me tell you what. My 21st birthday, I just had my daughter the month before.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I already had Larry, I already had Kimmy,
Yeah.
and I didn't even step foot in a bar on my 21st birthday. I drank more before I was 21 than I did.
Oh,
after
Yeah,
I
of
turned
course.
21.
Same here.
And like, hands down. But
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. But it is what it is.
life.
you
Yeah, I
know?
got over
Can I tell
it
you
real
guys-
quick.
It's, I feel bad though, because of COVID.
We all got to go to a fucking
Oh
crazy
yeah. Well,
club or some
hopefully,
shit.
maybe we can make this all work around Harley's birthday.
Yeah,
That'd be cool
we
as
could
shit.
celebrate and make up for her 21st. she missed.
Can I
It
tell you
sucks.
one thing?
No, that's going to be a Delilah's trip.
Yeah. We got to go to a
Lori,
strip club.
Can I tell you how much of a bad influence Lori is?
How bad?
So, what?
I like
was
bad influences.
I
I
was
like
Look at
young.
the face.
I was definitely under 18, way under 18.
You would bring
When,
this story up.
I went to Lori's house, and Lori, she
Did she
was
show
a,
you porn for the first
she,
time?
No, she was a grown. I had Four
Thanks,
Loco
Carter.
for
Are
the
you
first
trying
time.
to get me arrested?
Right?
I never would do anything like that.
I had
First of
Four
all.
Yeah,
Loco.
statute of limitations has to be up
Yeah.
by now. I mean,
Four
geez.
Loco for the first time because of Lori.
Oh, she gave you
Wait,
the
what
first 4
happened?
loco.
Remember when I came to your house and you had all those people over, and I was probably like
Is this
16.
Is this back then when Four Loko was like still like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
had
the
cocaine
real,
in it
Yeah.
and
the real
shit?
Four Loko.
That
I
was
guess when it
awesome.
was brand new,
That
right?
Okay,
was
When
when
it
it
fucking
fucking
sucked.
shit.
I would like to defend myself in this.
I love that
So
shit.
at this point in time in my life, Jimmy pretty
Overruled.
much lived at my house. Shut up, Carter. You don't have a say in this. You weren't there.
Overruled.
Sustained.
But we could go.
Ton
we
ton.
You want to go toe to toe lawyer talk? We could go lawyer talk.
All right, at this
Yes.
point of your life, you had.
But
one.
anyway,
We're
so
here in bird law.
show your mouth, Carter.
Do you want to fight Carter in a Jello pool? We can make that happen.
Yes. All right, go ahead.
It'll be cherry.
Before she forgets.
So, Jimmy just so happened to be at my house this
Yeah.
particular night. And, I was, 20? No. Yeah, 20.
You were 20. I was 15.
20. So, obviously, my mind was not thinking clearly. I was not in clear judgment. I was still very young.
Yeah.
And I allowed Jimmy, who was underage, to drink.
Hypothetically.
I wasn't
Hypothetically.
I wasn't the only
Hypothetically, right?
underage person there. I think one of those.
Oh, yeah,
dudes
let's
was
just
on-
tack it on.
No.
Right.
No.
Let's just tack it on.
You
It's
were
only
the
like,
only
Dude, you're a
underage person
fucking
there.
rat tonight.
it's what,
man?
like $5 a pop? Who gives a shit, right?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. You were a very
God
immature
damn.
20-year-old.
Here, Timothy.
I was.
But yeah, I had Four Loco for the first time, right? And at this, I had a can. Then I finished my second can.
Oh,
But
shit.
I didn't know. But can I say this? I didn't know that you were drinking Four Loco. Just will throw that out there. I did not know that. My
Hey, no shit, you're a thief.
significant other at that point in time in my life did know, and him and Jimmy were the best of friends. So I wasn't fully hip to what he was exactly drinking.
Yeah.
I go downstairs. Jimmy's passed out on my couch, and my friend's dog, who he brought over to my house, was
Raping me?
was on Jimmy's back humping him.
Oh
And
my
poor Jimmy was
God.
asleep. So I'm like ripping this dog up. I'm like, get the hell off. And I'm yelling at my friend. I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing? Get your dog. Like, you're not even watching
Yeah,
your dog.
Lori comes
Why do
down
you
and
even have your
everybody
dog
else
in
is
my
down
house?
there. Like, oh yeah, this is great. The dog just let it
I'm
hump
sorry.
and rape Jimmy all night.
I'm sorry, Jim. That is, I would have to let the dog do his thing.
But I
To
did.
anybody though, that's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I remember those Four Locos though. Before I passed it on that couch, I still remember everything. You know, I went up to the bathroom and
Yeah.
I'm looking in the mirror, and I swear to God, everything was vibrating. I was like, oh my God, these things
Yeah.
are fucking intense. They did slow
That
them
might have
down
been the
since
cock
then.
ring the dog left in your ass.
No,
Oh
this is
my
before that, dickhead. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it
after.
was before
I was
that?
asleep.
right?
It was before that happened. My bad.
I blinked and then I was there. That's crazy, man.
That dog, man. Yeah, everybody's like, you know, you're being raped by a dog. You know.
69 and with a dog while you're
Yeah.
passed out on the couch.
Yeah, no, he had no knowledge of what was going on, unfortunately. But, well, no, not unfortunately. It's a good thing he didn't know.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Comes with the territory. You want to drink underage, you're gonna get shit on by a
Yeah.
dog or fucking or raped by a dog. That's great, man.
So yeah, Lure.
Just the inevitabilities.
Yeah,
It's the fucking law
Right?
of physics. You
exactly.
drink while underage, you're gonna get raped by a dog.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible somewhere.
Well,
Right.
no, with
That dog will
Thou
break
shalt
you.
not drink underage, otherwise be raped by dog.
I was young,
That's
you
it.
know.
And it'll leave its cock ring in you.
Oh, it will.
Jesus Christ, I'm like the fucking
We gotta get one
The
of those
bull-
fucking. We gotta
the
get
ball
like
passer.
passer.
dude. We gotta get like a toy train on the on the
Oh
fucking
my
table
God.
so we can like pass the
Oh,
joints.
that
and shit.
sounds
I know.
perfect.
That would be
Just
awesome.
Pass it down.
We'll just turn the table into a fucking train platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That'd be
But
cool as
to,
hell.
to-
Yes.
to end the story of that night, like, you know, I was young. I was like, oh, Four Locos, these can't be that crazy. It's not like liquor, you know what I mean? So
That's what everybody
Worse
thought
than
at that
liquor,
time.
bro.
yeah, they fucked you. They still fuck you up now, but they were different.
No, they
Well, they, took
were,
them off the market because
they
people
were
were dying.
dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it
They
was-
were
it
they were
was-
dangerous, way more dangerous back then than they are now.
Yeah, it
like-
was like so much more caffeine.
Yeah.
And
It
they're
was
And
strong.
alcohol.
like
But
like-
really look at
cocaine,
the
man.
alcohol percentage on there.
Oh, I have. They're like
strong, right.
fucking
Yeah.
up.
So alcohol naturally slows your body down. You know what I mean? And then you're throwing an energy drink in there, which is speeding your heart up.
Yeah.
You're just
It's so
asking for a heart
dangerous.
attack.
Yeah.
Because your
Oh,
heart
I've-
doesn't know what to do. It's having the energy and then the slowing down. It's like, okay, what do I do? And
Yeah.
it just stops.
Yeah, I've had a few blackout nights with vodka and Red Bulls.
Yeah. No. You
Yeah.
know why?
I can confidently say I don't think I've ever had like a blackout night. No.
Wait till your next
Oh, I
birthday.
have.
Wait,
Oh yeah, I've been there.
dude,
I've been
I'm
there.
telling you, just like vodka and Red Bull
No,
the whole
one.
night, and it sucks because like you get so drunk, but you're so awake
Yeah.
that eventually you just lose it.
I have
It's
to
gone.
piss.
Again?
Yeah.
You should go to the doctor's, Jim.
No, I've been pounding these goddamn
All right,
Twisted Tea
stop
lights.
saying no when you have to pee.
Because that makes
because
her
then,
have to pee.
You know, you just put it
Well,
in everybody
I,
else's head.
I mean, I've had to pee for like 20 minutes. I've been holding it.
Yeah,
Carter,
no,
listen,
fuck
listen.
you.
I'm like the master at holding pee. Okay.
Oh, you're the
If
master?
oh yeah.
Oh,
If
I
I
learned
can't
from the
talk
best.
If
about
I
this
really
right
could
now.
have,
Teach me,
I would
oh
have.
master of pee.
What's your superpower? I can hold my pee
Teach
really
me.
well.
Yeah, and this is not
I'm
helping.
holding the
Serious.
bladder.
That's great.
This is not helping at all. And I think, you know,
What, talking about having to pee?
I think I'm about to thank Lori Picariello for being on the show.
Oh, you're calling it.
Oh.
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I really do appreciate you being on. She was supposed to be a host, and she failed.
Oh.
And, was replaced by a better one.
I think
And
we might
we're
get
here.
her and
No,
Jimmy
Uh,
and Jello.
No, but I will say I prefer them over me any day.
Thank you. I appreciate
Good
it.
shit. And, you know, everybody be prepared to see more Lori on the show.
Yeah,
We're definitely going to let our failed hosts be on here whenever they want.
There it is.
But thank you, Lori, so much for being on. I love you.
Man.
I'm
Much
gonna
love,
take a piss.
guys. Love yous all.
Goodbye,
Love
Jim.
yous too. Yo, I